to watch set it ablaze. Don't get me heated, ain't no way to control the inferno. Feel a spirit of prodigy, I've been keeping it thorough. I'd rather do it by my lonely than fake with the pack. And if you can't stay down, then stay where you at. I feel like we the new standard. I'm going over the matters from information I gathered. I'm finding the answers. I've been reading over the chapters, they doctoring up the numbers, forging all of their data. My godly values speak at high volumes without ever having to be the loudest in the room. I move like a commander in the military. You ain't even qualified. Get past the preliminaries. Separate a war winners from a war presenters. I seen some evil done. I'm still shaking off the jitters. I'm coming with the thunder. Yeah, I'm going Thor with the hammer. Was counting 6, 7, 8s before I lived in Atlanta. It's my heart that make me different. This link is apocalyptic. Me and out moving pure than our division. I'm tired of acting like this ain't watered down for real. 9 to 5 and you can't relate to this type of feel. Nah. Gave you boys a break, now y'all gotta deal with me. I try to give them the game, they ain't keep it real with me. I had homies that was supposed to come up and get rich with me. I had some shorties that was supposed to stay down and had kids with me. Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up the watts while I'm beating up the
right now I'm speaking with my chest out to prevent from getting stressed out. Lamborghini got the breast out. I'm working with a different type of textile. Everything simple, Janet, and no projectile. I'm not a vegan, I'm a reptile. My appetite for destruction is very trifling, no ciphering. Don't go to clubs if I can't sneak them. Got paper in circulation, we keep it cycling. We don't do collaboration, it's a business merger. Cut a pie, split a burger, and make it stretch like a fitness worker. I'm on my for certain. On stage checking the mic behind a custom Dr. Romanelli curtain. I'll give you extra cuts like a deluxe version. Couple stripes when I'm finished, you need a cut surgeon. Hits drumming, got the truck swerving. Meetings with a tuck shirt in. You can never put enough work in. I put a couple 100K hours in. Days without showering. No face to put a flower in. No paper to put the Still no way I'ma throw the towel in. Me and HB standing 5'7" and still looking down on bums and towering.
Never heard it like this. Back to back, beat for beat. Hey, bring it back.
What game?
But I gotta go. I told him that he can keep on part of the game.
I'll let Todd know.
It's the dawn of a new era here in Buffalo as we get set for the inaugural game at New Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. is Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's second and 10. Goff now looking to throw. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Goff throwing again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Even some of the most tenured quarterbacks make mistakes, but I don't think we have to worry about his confidence. He's been through just about everything during his career, so I'm sure he'll flush this and be ready to come back out and make up for his mistake on the next possession.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's second and 6. They run it again with Cook. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Lions nothing.
touchdown pass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Bills 7, Lions 6.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Lions 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to... At the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. the middle. It's Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Again, it's Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here is third down and 4. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
How does
Here's
Sauce
Bass now
know
to
this?
send it away.
We would have done that.
And they'll start
sure?
this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you want to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there without time to dwell on things. And your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Goal.
At the 26-yard line.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Allen going to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They try again with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Bass now to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Inside the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And able to get inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yeah, this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! James Cook, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Lions 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Goff. And this one is incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
Now Allen again. Has his man, it's Shakir. Oh, he's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And the Bills.
A final shot before half for Allen. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bills 45, Lions 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Lions take over
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That one let go deep for Laporta. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Allen. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 137 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Up the middle. It's Chubb. Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Allen now on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Jones breaking from the contact. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now it's gone. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. Still going inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Back to throw, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bills 59, Lions 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a
Contain, and double the tight end. Contain and double the tight end, bro. You better contain and double the tight end.
And a guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
second down. They go back to Gibbs. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And he's breaking the first sack attempt immediately. Like, you know.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings us up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been trouble running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
He got the best two.
12 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
Hey, boss, put your block. But hold on, boss. Put your blocking on conservative for your offensive line.
It's him wide too. First down and 7.
But
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CeeDee, Bears repeatedly. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that. And it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And
I'm going to be real with you, boss. If you turn it over twice, you're going to get your ass whooped. I ain't going to lie to you. If you turn it over twice, you're going to get your ass whooped. So I ain't going to front. Dink a dunk, run the ball, take time off the clock. was your best hope against that team.
Determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo
Your
first
two
down.
tackles, boy, better eat their lunch, cause nigga.
Fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Quick throws, and you know he playing. He know that, so you know he playing short coverage and shit. So
So he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
one thing that is open, if you could get the ball off the motherfucking seams, bro. Cause he don't play no man like that. He's a heavy zone nigga, 3-3-5. The seams is open.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this.
I caught like 5 picks against him, boy. That nigga was throwing me the ball.
Oh, good move. Still fighting for tackles. And a good return on
Nah,
that
man,
one.
I ain't gonna lie. Madden's the same as last year, bro. Only thing different is you can add the defensive mechanics. Defense is better at Madden than it was last year, but as far as overall gameplay, it's the same game.
Second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. So, unfortunately, the second half was pretty much
I'm
confined to
streaming
that.
right now, boss. Oh, this nigga, he might be the worst user I ever played in Madden. The nigga I'm playing right now, he's horrible, bro.
This one is getting close to being over.
And
Only about
TDs,
30 seconds left starting tomorrow.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 2. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now gone. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
at some point, you're gonna get tired of that shit, bro.